Welcome back to our channel Class Like MED. So today is the lecture 10 and here we will be knowing about the optical fibers. Here we will basically knowing about the point-to-point communication, merits and demerits of optical fibers. So without wasting more time, let's begin and discuss the point-to-point communication using optical fibers. Okay, so basically it states that a optical fiber communication is the transmission of information by propagation of optical signal through optical fibers over the required distance, which involves driving optical signal from electrical signal at the transmitting end and conversion of optical signal back to electrical signal at the receiving end. Simple. If you have a telephone communication, right? So you are talking to someone, he is speaking something and some encoding decoding is happening and you are hearing him or her, right? So the simple thing is being stated here also that there is a transmission information by the propagation of optical fiber. So what happens? First the electrical signal gets through the transmitting end and there is a conversion again of signal back from the electrical signal at the receiving end. So it states that firstly we have analog information such as voice of a telephone user. So you can see this one. So this is being stated that the voice of a telephone user. The voice gives rise to the electrical signal in the analog form coming out of the transmitter section of the telephone. So here electrical signal is being passed. Now the analog signal is converted into a binary code. So there is a code of part where the analog signal gets converted into the binary data. Then these electrical pulses are converted into optical pulses by modulating the light emitted by an optical source in the binary form. This unit is called optical transmitter. That in simple language it converts electrical signals to light signals. Okay. Now the next and the proceeded things are that this optical signal is faded into fiber. So fiber here, now the incident light which is coming out of the core within the half angle acceptance cone, only certain modes will be sustained for propagation within the fiber, means there is a total internal reflection. That means whatever the conversion is happening, that means from electrical to light and whatever it is, there is an encoding or a decoding. So after that, then the signal gets fed to the fiber and then this incident light is sustained for a propagation where there is a total internal reflection. So basically we know that a total internal reflection is what? It is a complete reflection of a ray of light within a medium from the surrounding surface back into the medium, right? So while propagating signal undergoes attenuation and delay distortion. So whenever there is a delay distortion happens, what happens? There is a reduction in the signal quality. The quality of the signal gets distorted. We many times say that the network connection is not good, your voice is distorting. That means that at that point of time the signal is low. This effects causes the degradation of the signal as the light propagates and may reach a limiting stage beyond which may not be possible to retrieve the information from the light signal. So it goes beyond that particular limitation, that's why they can't retrieve those. Now in the receiver section what happens, there is a photo detector which converts that optical signal again into electrical signal. So, and is amplified and recast in the original form by means of an electrical regenerator which is a part of the receiver section. And lastly, using this decoder, the binary electrical signal is converted back to that analog electrical signal which will be seen as information such as voice which was there at the transmitting end. Basically think that if you're talking in English and the other person is talking in some other language like German, French, so it is not possible for you to understand. So similarly, if he is saying in German and if you are receiving it in the form of the German and you don't know German, then it will be a very much hectic job for you to understand his way of communication. But if both of you are having the same way of communication, then it will be helpful to both of you, right? The same thing is being explained in this whole process. Now let's move on to the merits of the optical fibers. So the material used for the optical fiber are basically silicon dioxide and plastic, which is a very, that means a cost thing gets very much affected. That means it is like they are very low cost, that's why they are very much available also. Okay, So the first point is this. The second point is because of the compactness, lightweight fibers are much easier to transfer. So you can see the optical fibers are very much flexible and they are very much lightweight and they are compact. That's why whenever there is a transportation happens, it is very easier to transport. The signal generated from the radio and the telecommunication stations or for some electronic equipment or sometimes radiation from lightning or sparking tend to cause disturbance in the metallic cable but cannot do so for the fiber cable. So it whenever there is some thundering or lightning, so the metallic cable have a disturbance but this fiber cable doesn't have a disturbance. So this is one of the main major merits of optical fibers. And the last point is since the signal is optical, no sparks are generated as it could be in the case of electrical signal. Hence, it leads to protection from corrosive and flammable environments. That means as it is an optical fiber, so there is no spark, so it leads to a very much great protection from what corrosion and flammable environments. So as it have merits, it will also have some demerits. So the demerits basically are like fibers cannot be bent too sharply. For sharper bend, either fibers get broken or lighter. It gets bent. It is not like that it doesn't get bent, but it can't be bended too sharply or the fiber may break and it may fail to undergo that TIR, that is total internal reflection. Secondly, the optical connectors used to connect two fibers are highly expensive. So that optic connector, when two optical fibers need to get slicing or you can say connection need to be made, so that optic connector is very much expensive. That means it is very much cost effective. That means the expense of cost is a lot more. Now the third point is whenever a fiber suffers a line break, the operation required to re-establish the connection are highly skillful and time consuming. So many a times what happens, there is a line break in the fiber. At that point of time when we need to re-establish that connection, at that point of time we need a very skilled person as well as it takes a very much time to re-establish. Now the fourth point and the last point is the fibers undergo expansion and contraction with temperature that upsets some critical alignment which leads to loss in signal power. That means according to the temperature, the fiber optical changes its shapes like expansion and contraction, which leads to what? There is a critical alignment which is there, which leads to a loss of the signal power. So these are the basic things you need to remember. There are all in points, so you can make your own notes from here and you can even see and write the basic notes from here. And if you have any queries, please comment us down below. I hope all of you understood the lecture of today. Thank you for watching.
Wow, that's impressive! You have completed a magic today. For more videos, subscribe. Join our Facebook group and Instagram page for group discussion and live Magus videos for exam preparation in an hour. We start at Classfly community for students to learn from a friend in a simple way and support them in their own languages. If you are willing to be that one friend who saves us at the exam night preparation, then please join us by visiting classfly.in.